Hello and welcome back to this series of Excel lessons for beginners. Today we'll be looking at the concatenate function and the TEXTJOIN function. Let's start with the concatenate function. This function is used to join data that is in two different cells. For example, let's say you want to have the first name and the last name of the sales reps in one cell. So what you do, come to the cell where you want the two names to be, put in the equal sign, type con is this first one, double click, then you select the text. So you want this name, put a comma, and this one, and press enter. So you see, it has combined the two names, but there's no space between them, so we needed to have a space between Esther and David. So what you do, you come here between these two cells, here in your formula bar, insert quotation marks, put in a space and close the quotation marks, and put a comma and press enter. So you see now our name has a space. So we drag down this formula to the rest of the cells so that it's applied to the whole data. So you see now the first name and the last name have been combined. So that's the concatenate function. The next function is the TEXTJOIN function. Let's use it in this column K. So put in equals sign, then type TEXTJOIN. This is the function I'm talking about. Double click it, then you select. So for this one, you remember this one we've put in the space in the middle of the formula, but for this one you start with the space. The delimiter is the character that you're going to insert to separate the two names. So we want the two names to be separated by a space. So you start with the delimiter. It's called a delimiter. So key in your quotation marks, put in a space and close the quotation marks, comma. Then it says true, ignore empty cells. This one means that we are going to ignore any empty cells that are between your data that you'll be selecting. So let's start with this option of true, put a comma, and then select this name and this name, this cell and this cell, and press enter. So you see, there's the David. Let's try it in a different way. Let's try a different delimiter. Type in TEXTJOIN. Let's try a comma. So put a quotation mark. Now let's try a backslash and close the quotation marks, comma, true, comma, then you select your data and press enter. So you see the delimiter has changed. And if you scroll down your formula, it's going to, all the data will have a slash in the middle. Okay, let's delete this and try something else. Let us assume there is a space, there's gaps in between this first name and last name. So let's insert columns. Let's insert like 2 columns so that I demonstrate well what it means. So you come here, put in your equal sign, type TEXTJOIN, double click, put in your delimiter. Let's say it's art symbol. Close the quotation marks, then you put in a comma. Then this option of false says include empty cells. So let's try it and see what the result will be. Put in a comma, then you select the data and press enter. So you see, include empty cells, all the empty cells have come represented as the delimiter. So assuming that we used we used false, assuming that we used the true option, Let's use true, and you'll see what the difference will be. Ignore empty cells and press enter, and here and press enter. You see now we have only one delimiter. That's the difference between using false and using true. So that's how you combine, for example, two names in two different cells into one cell. Okay, so let's delete these ones. They were for demonstration purposes. We have looked at the concatenate function and the TEXTJOIN function. Let's now look at how to insert the date. So this data of hours, let's first insert a row. Up here we assume that we want to insert today's date without inserting it manually. Let us use a formula and insert it here. We want to insert the date. We say equals today. Today, it's here. Today. So you insert today. It comes with a bracket, and then you close the bracket. And it inserts today's date, 25th of July 2025. If you also want to insert the time, let's come to this cell. You use the now function. Say now, double click, and then you close the bracket and press enter. You see now it has updated the date and the time. So for today, that's it. We have looked at the concatenate function. Let's just do a quick summary. We've looked at concatenate. Okay, that's the short form. We just looked at the concatenate function. We looked at the text join. We looked at the today and also the now function. Thank you for tuning in. See you in the next lesson. Bye.